32 teams arrived in Manila, all aiming to write their own piece of World Cup history. Some had stronger claims than others, some had a point to prove, and some decided it was time for a change. Now, just 2 teams are left standing, and few would have predicted that Finland and Poland would contest the final. The opening round went mainly to form. The top seeds progressed with the exception of the host nation's A team, who fell at the first hurdle. Poland had to battle hard to overcome Australia, but after 14 racks they were through. Finland also endured a tough start, but they overcame Korea and were into the last 16. The second round proved brutal, and it was Finland who delivered the harshest blow as they dispatched Germany, the defending champions. Poland, on the other hand, a model of consistency, once again winning 8-6, this time against Holland. In the quarterfinals, Finland had another tough date, this time with the host nation's B team, Reyes and Bustamante, who were backed by a fanatical crowd, but Finland kept their cool and won 9-5. Poland faced a less daunting task, although the Italians proved a tough nut to crack. Poland through to the semis 9-6. The semi-finals provided little respite for Finland, who without doubt had the toughest route to the final. Having seen off Germany and the Philippines, they now faced the USA, but once again they rose to the occasion. Poland faced a tricky semi when they took on Chinese Taipei, but they produced their finest performance to date, winning 9-4. Poland against Finland in the PartyPoker.net World Cup of Pool. In this race to 10, Poland won the opening lag and broke in a scrappy, mistake-strewn rack. It was Finland who came out on top. Finland had the break for the second, but failed to produce a rack-winning opening, and after a bout of safety play, Poland were back at the table and cleared to level the score. As we join the action in the third, commentary from Raj Handal and Bill Yates.
Well, it's been a smashing tournament here at Robinson's Place in Manila, and now we are down to the nitty-gritty. This is the title match.
Poland to break 1 rack each.
Nothing to choose between the two sides in the first 2 racks. And given the personnel on view and how they've got to this stage, you have to believe this is going to be quite a close-run thing. The only really well-known player of the 4 is Mika Immonen. The best unit, though, so far in the tournament, well, you could say Poland, because they've gelled so nicely together.
A nice break-off shot, and I think the 2's dressed up over the hole, so
I should have asked you this at the start of the match, Raj, but now it's 1-1, I can do so anyway. Let's have your prediction.
my prediction? I'll go for Finland. Me and Mika are good friends. I think he's going to tip the scale because being the world champion, you know, I think his experience is going to play into this somewhere. There's going to be somewhere where there's a kick shot or some sort of a safe or something where, you know, his experience is going to take, you know, is going to take presence. But saying that, you know, I mean, it's hard to call a favourite. I wouldn't like to bet on this match, let's put it that way.
Exactly right. Not quite a dead heat. I think you have to make the Finns a marginal favourite, but only just.
Well, right now it looks like Poland are the favourites here because they're about to go 2-1 ahead. This is a very, very easy lay for them. He's just got to get fairly straight in on the 7 ball here. He could be either side though, in all fairness. He could be high, low or straight on the 7, and they're going to be good, but yeah, that'll do.
solid cue action. And I'll tell you what, if they were to win this title, Poland, it would reverberate back home and it would inject something extra in the game there. A sport, by the way, in Poland that is on the up and up.
Most definitely.
Clinically and impressively, Team Poland take a 2-1 lead. They had the break off and they capitalised to the full. The final, of course, a race to 10 racks. It sounds a lot, but at this level of pool, it can be over in a flash.
Yeah, I mean, you could finish a race to 10 real quick. You know, this could be done. This could be done in 45 minutes. If one of the teams starts really running away with it. Poland seem to be breaking very well. Did they get a shot though? He doesn't have a shot in this too, but I don't know if it rewards any position. I think the safe is the better option here. You know, you could really tie the cue ball up under that 5, take the rails out, and make life difficult.
Yes, from length, the tot is a risk, and as you say, so many potential balls to collide into.
Yeah, that's. I mean, if that 5 wasn't there, I'd always say shoot at this, but this is not. You know, you're not guaranteed shape. That worked out okay, but this 3 is not a gimme either now. I personally still would have opted for the safe there, I think. But here now, he's got a nice shot here. If he's going to jack up a little and hit this with a soft draw stroke. Oh, I'd have gone between the 4 and the 7 there. He's gone back and forth to shoot the combo.
Yes, if he can get the 4 past the 5, the combination on the 6 is pretty much guaranteed. It's what happens after that.
Well, he wants to make sure he catches the 4 on the right side of the 6, where he can keep the 4 up over the hole. That's nicely done. I like that.
Immonen staring at the table intently. He wants to avoid a repeat of the bitter disappointment of Finland's defeat, narrow defeat, heartbreaking defeat in the final of this tournament against China. 2007, they came so close to lifting the trophy, beaten 11-10.
And they had a chance to win too. I think Marcus Juva missed the combination.
Yes, they looked and looked and looked at that combination. Eventually they elected to go for it. It went astray, and it did for them.
Playing very confident and loosely. Almost as if they're not in the final of the World Cup. You know what, these guys have really enjoyed themselves all tournament. That's what it is. That's why they played so good. The chemistry between them and as individuals alone. They've got a nice attitude.
And they say, don't they, in cue sports, the key to success is to play as if it means nothing, and in fact it means
everything.
Everything, yes.
Such a hard, fine line to, you know, be at one with.
Poland 3, Finland 1. Welcome back to the 31st and final match of the PartyPoker.net World Cup of Pool from Manila, Philippines. The trophy's at stake, so is a first prize of $60,000 US to be shared between the 2 winning players. Well, rack number 5, it looked as though Poland were going to extend their lead. But they scratched off the 7 ball. And there was no way that Finland were going to fail from there. Re-energised, onto rack 6. The Finns broke and ran. In control of the rack all of the way through. And just like that, Makkonen and Immonen find themselves back on level terms at 3-3. And those who predicted that this was going to be a close run thing are proving to be correct. Petri Makkonen breaking off in rack number 7. Inconsistent with his break throughout the event. At times it's worked delightfully.
Yeah, those ones pretty nice. Do they have a shot here with the... I don't know. Maybe 3-6 combo. Mika looking at the 3-6 combo. Yeah.
When you play a combination shot like that, it's not all about knocking in the highest value ball, it's also about leaving the lowest value ball in a good position, and that's pretty much what Immonen has done.
Yeah, he played that shot perfect. He's going to leave himself a shot where he could possibly bank the 5, and he might be able to make the 9 at the same time. There's the shot right there. I like that shot. He got lucky though. He got lucky, but this is not the world's toughest jump shot. So there's a good chance to make this, and the shape is natural too. So see Petri there, I mean the way he played that just showed a little lack of experience. I mean he just shot it the wrong way. He should have hit that with a high ball instead of a low ball. He's made it, but he does not have a clear shot on his 7.
And after that, he deserved it. On these slow motion replays, fantastic, give you a good indication of how high the ball jumps. Oh, and the 7 ball is not proving friendly at all to the poles. If you remember in the previous rack, they potted it, it went in off. Now it just eludes them. The bank to the middle, not quite accurate enough.
I wasn't too keen on that bank shot because look, even if he made it, I mean look at the 8 he has to shoot anyway. I like playing a good safe there, to tell you the truth. But different strokes for different folks. Now Mika being such a straight shooter, I mean I like him making this in the corner pocket.
It looks like being 3 on the spin for the Finns. And this will be the first time they've been in front since they won that tension-filled opener. Immonen tidies up. Finland 4, Poland 3. A final of twists and turns. rack number 8. The Finns trying to power on. Can they make it 4 on the trot?
Mika broke those perfect right there. And from what it looks to me, they're in a good spot here. Now the key to this shot here is it's not making this 2. That's the easy part of the shot. He's getting the right shot on the 3. So he needs to hit this with like a little draw and some left hand English to send the 3 kind of towards the 7, but the lower side of the 7. So he's got a shot. You don't want to hit this shot hard. You want to float it over. He's made them both. It'd have been nicer if the 3 had hung up, but Mika's he's going to use the bridge and try to slice this ball in.
Now this is something you don't see very often in pool, the use of the extension on the back of the cue there. Just shows how far the cue ball is down the table there. Awkward shot to get at.
Oh, he's missed that by a long way. I don't know why he needed the extension, because he's using the bridge anyway. I think using that extension threw the weight of the cue out.
Very valid point actually, Raj. It was a strange old miss, wasn't it? Seemed to hurry it as well.
I don't know why he put the extension on that for. Petri just passed it to him and Mika thought, oh, maybe I use it. It's a fashionable thing to do, I'll just use the extension. Right, the 6-9 combo is sitting there waiting for him, so they're in perfect line here on the 5.
Extension.
The Poles just taking their 35-second extension. The time clock, basically, it's 35 seconds per shot throughout every rack, but in every rack a team can take one 35-second extension. It's normally at a point of a frame where it's crucial or there's a shot that's of particular complexity. I think this is a case of both.
He hasn't got to do nothing with the cue ball there, he's just got to focus on making them. Oh wow. Well, I'll tell you something, there's turning points in matches always. You can mark that one down as one of them. He was supposed to make that.
And having missed it, he deserved to leave it. As it is, the 6 has gone behind the 9. Finland feeling aggrieved.
A little lucky to get safe there, but this is a shot where you can really, I mean, you could put that cue ball up behind that 9 if you catch this right. He needs to go 2 rails, but he ain't going to leave the 6 on either because of the way the 7 is sitting. That's where Mika's got to instruct him how to kick at this ball. It's not bad. It's not bad. The 6 don't pass.
I think from Makkonen's body language and also that of Immonen, I think it does pass.
If it does, there's very little pocket to make it in. I don't know if the 6 passes. I think he's shooting the safe. It did pass. Wow, that was a great shot. Sometimes these angles can be a little deceiving.
A lot of the times. And now it really does look as though, again, we're going to be locked up. Locked up in terms of the score, that is. It was 1-1, it was 3-3, and in a few seconds' time, it's going to be 4-4. Poland and Finland in the final, so far inseparable. We're in mid-match in the final of the PartyPoker.net World Cup of Pool. Rack 9, well, Poland scratched on the break, but Finland didn't take advantage. In the end, the Poles relieved to regain the lead at 5-4. But in rack 10, it was a dry break by Wojciech Szewczyk. This time, Finland did pounce. Again, nothing to choose between them, 5-5. And the Finnish break worked a treat in rack 11. But on the 3-ball, Immonen undercut it. What a gift for Poland. A gift that was gratefully accepted. Karol Skowerski and Wojciech Szewczyk are back in front at 6-5. 4 more racks required to capture the title.
It was a nice break in terms of power, but the control on the cue ball was no good. It jumped down table. That's a tough shot here. Not sure if he really wants to go for this.
That's one thing I've noticed between these two throughout the tournament. They don't always communicate, they just get on with the job. But when it's a situation like this and they need to speak to each other and get each other's views, the conversation is concise and to the point. They're not shrinking violets. They say what they think, and then they come to a swift decision.
Yeah, but I didn't see the value in making that ball there. Unless he's going to play the 3-9 combo. That was tough. I mean, just to make that one there, that was far from easy. But then now to make this is far from easy too. So 2 back-to-back shots that are tough.
Well, in the 8th rack, Szewczyk misjudged an easier 6-9 combination than this. Now Skowerski. On the nose, that's what it is. On the money as well. It's now a 2-rack gap. Team Poland 7-5 ahead. Swift conclusion to the rack, and one that's left the Finns looking rather glum.
Nice position to be in, racing to 10, 7-5 up, breaking. And truthfully, they've made a few mistakes, but they got away with them.
Rack 13, Poland to break, leading by 7 racks to 5.
Okay, then, so the 18-year-old Karol Skowerski looking for a break and run out. It would be like gold dust here.
It's a dry one to me.
Illegal break control passes.
The break rule in operation, I mentioned this in every single match for you. Basically, a combination of 3 balls potted or across the head string have to occur. If they don't, it's an illegal break. That's just been called by the referee, Mika. Tab. And that means control passes over to the other team. And Finland in straight away, knocking in a couple of balls for the price of 1.
Well, that was a nice shot by Mika there. He used the high right side of the 4-ball to basically get shape on the 2. Showed good billiard knowledge there, you know.
Immonen is the voice of authority in this duo, quite rightly so, given his superior career record to that of Makkonen. What he says goes, but Petri, over the course of the tournament, has listened well.
He has, yes indeed. That's the key to everything, isn't it? Is knowing how to take advice. I guess that's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Nice shot there. Took the cue ball off the rail. Mika just got to keep this nice and simple. Make sure you pocket the 8, and you know, if he wants to draw the cue ball back a touch, don't put too much into it. He won't risk the pot.
Well, the cue ball pretty close to the jaws of the middle pocket. A little awkward, the cueing here. Doesn't really know where to put his hand to feel entirely comfortable.
It's a little awkward. I still like him for it though. Nice shot.
And the gap is closed again, just when you feel as though one team is gaining command of this final, the other bites back. Poland in front now, but only 7-6. And here's one thing to ponder. Only one previous World Cup of Pool final has gone the distance.
Rack 14.
It was in 2007.
Trailing by 7 racks to 6.
And it was Finland who were beaten by the odd frame. Will history repeat itself?
Mika seems to have that breakdown. Does he get a shot? They've got a shot on the 1. Mika's not happy. Do you have a shot there? It's not a gimme though to get on the 2 ball. Oh no, they don't have a shot.
You got confused there. You were assuming a ball had been potted. In fact, it was a dry break.
Wow. I must have missed that one there. I keep thinking the wing ball's like guaranteed, like it's dead in every time. Oh, that was a nice little kiss too. That really worked out good for him. He's under hit that one.
Here's another one of those short, sharp conversations between the two of them. This time they can't quite make up their minds in the 35 seconds allowed, and so they're forced to use the extension.
Well, see here, they need to play shape and get the cue ball in that line between the 6 and 9 so they can shoot at the 4. Now this is not easy. And truthfully, I like the way he's hit it, but he's just come short. I like the way he hit that ball, but he's just, you know, he needed another 4, 5, 6 inches on that.
Skowerski hooked by his partner. And with the position of the remaining balls on the table, you just know that the first mistake here will lead to loss of frame.
I'm not keen on that kick, because where's the future in that? Unless you get it behind the 7, which is 1 in a million. I think he should have kicked the other way and kicked the 4 into the 5, because you could have come off the bottom rail, made the 4, you might have accidentally made the 5, hitting the high side of it. You know, things could have happened. The way he kicked at that ball, nothing could really come off that kick.
And as I said, the first mistake could be costly, and it looks like being so. In a few moments' time, it's going to be level board again. Mind you, that might be a little presumptuous, because at this stage of a World Cup of Pool final, nerves do come into play and strange things happen.
Oh yeah, pressure make you do some crazy things.
It's going to be all locked up again. Confirmation, 7-7. If you're a pool fan, you're in heaven. It's a thriller in Manila. Rack number 15, Petri Makkonen scratched on the break in this final of the Party Polka Dot Net World Cup of Pool. Poland clear, regain the lead at 8-7. What about rack 16? Well, it didn't really go their way, and when Wojciech Szewczyk missed the one ball completely, it was a gift for Finland. Wow, neither team can get any kind of flow going. 8-8. This started out as the best of 19. Now it's down to the best of 3, and there's no clear opening as we pick up the action in frame number 17.
And that's worked out perfect for him. That was a nice shot there.
Raj, you've been at the business end of major tournaments in the cauldron. What advice would you give to these 4 players now about how to cope with their nerves?
Well, it's hard. I mean, you're going to feel nerves no matter who you are. The key is to just accept it and try to zone in and just try and focus on your shot and go back to the basics. You know, go back to your alignment. Go back to your point of contact on the cue ball, your point of contact on the object ball, and keep yourself down on the shot and just follow through, you know?
Yes, that's basically it. Accept the fact that you're going to feel extremely tense and maybe just embrace it.
Yeah, you got to enjoy it. I mean, for me personally, the only time I've played my best pool is when I've really actually enjoyed being there in the arena and thrived on it. I mean, the worst feeling for me ever is when I get up there and play and I don't feel the pressure. That is the part that's worrying for me, because I need that. I don't need it too much, but I need a little. I need a little just to keep me amped.
One thing that might not be advisable is to think about the financial implications. The winner of this tournament receives $60,000 to share between the two of them. The runner-up, $30,000 to share. For Makkonen, for Skowerski and for Szewczyk, whatever happens, it's going to be their biggest payday. But of course they want the jackpot.
Yeah, I mean the money's nice and all, but you know the money can always come and go. That title will last forever, you know. So that's more than anything.
Very Corinthian, Raj.
Well, it's true, you know. Somebody going to look back in the history books 1,000 years ago who won this event. You know, that's what lasts forever. I like that shot he just played there, because he's used the 7, and even if they could see an edge of the 2, the 7 is blocking the hole, and I'm pretty sure they got him in trouble. And
this kind of protracted tactical duel only heightens the tension.
Most definitely. Petri's looking at jumping at this. You could jump this, you might be able to bank this.
Extension.
Cue ball.
Foul shot, ball in hand.
At the start of rack 15, Petri Makkonen broke and scratched. That was bad enough. This could be even worse.
Yeah, it's a real bad time to give up. Well, it's never a good time to give up ball in hand, but this is a terrible time to give it up. You know, whereas if he could have got safe there, there's a big chance they could have won the match from there. Now there's a big chance these guys could win the match from here, so it's tough. I think the 6 is a bit of a problem ball because it doesn't go in the side pocket from what I can see, and they'll have to shoot it in the corner. Left him a little too straight on this 4 ball.
The Finns looking at the 6 and believing that could be their saviour.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. The 6 is the most missed ball in pool. He's got to get on the other side of this 6 ball. I don't know if he's going to get there though. It's a nice attempt. I mean, he's left his partner a shot on the 6, but this is no hanger. This is missable. This is missable. You can shoot this actually straight into the point as well, which is very doable. I did say you could shoot that ball straight into the point, and that's what he did.
We're always looking for turning points. Is that the critical moment?
If you ask me, it could be. If you ask me, it could be. I mean, that was a tough shot. You know, anybody in the world could have got up and missed that, but here's the thing, you got Mika shooting this and he's such a straight shooter. Like, you know, I kind of fancy Mika for that shot, whereas Petri, you know, it's possible he could fold on that. Now this is a tough shot here. This, he needs to show some heart here because he's pretty straight in. He's got to draw this ball back. And he's got to hit this with the right pace to leave the correct angle on the 8.
He was breathing heavily. Almost mission accomplished.
It's not bad, to tell you the truth. It's not bad. He's kind of left him short in the right place because he's left enough angle for Mika to move that cue ball around. So, you know, Petri's basically got ball in hand on the 9. He's not going to be nowhere else but here.
Finland 9, Poland 8. It means Makkonen and Immonen need one more rack to be crowned champions at the partypoker.net World Cup of Pool. And I'll tell you what, considering the quality of the opposition they've beaten to get to this stage, you have to say, in many respects, if Finland were to capture the title, good on them, because they've knocked out Germany, they've knocked out
18,
Philippines B, Reyes and Bustamante, the legends, and they've knocked out Team USA as well.
Yeah, they've had a very tough draw. Very tough draw. I mean, the last time, well, last year actually, we knocked them out 8-7. India, we had a tough match with them. Now, I know what it takes to beat these guys. You've got to play real good in them.
So how's that break, Raj?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Listen, anytime you break and you can see the ball that you're shooting at next, and you get the first move, you're doing something. You know, I can see them. Is Mika going to try to cut this ball in? What is he trying to do? I'm not sure if this ball goes. It did go. I think he should have played safe there, personally. That was tricky. He had a pretty easy save there. He knows it too.
Has he covered the potting angle?
He could definitely see this ball. And when he comes off of the 5, he's going to be drawing into the line of 3.
Extension.
It's worked out pretty good. That has worked out pretty good.
It would be entirely fitting, given the manner of the final, given the way the tournament has gone, if it went right down to the wire.
Yeah, it'd be nice for all the spectators. I mean, the only people who don't want that to happen is Team Finland, but it's the key shot here. He just wants to play this fireball, come up for the 6 in the other corner or the side. He's played for the side. He's played for the side, but he's kind of overdone that a little. This could get a little tricky here. I mean, I don't know. He might. I like to say he's going to get out, but it is a little tougher than what should have been.
The final could be right there, Raj. And guess which ball he missed? We've been banging on about it for a number of matches now. That bogey 6 ball.
Yeah, that is the most missed ball for sure.
They made a really sluggish start to the tournament against Korea in round 1, but they came through that with a flourish at the end, 8-6. Then Germany, Philippines B, and USA were put to the finished sword. And now Finland are 2 pots away from glory.
Nice shot by Mika there.
And the honour of potting the decisive 9 ball falls to the junior partner, who's acquitted himself really well throughout the course of the 5 matches they've played here. Petri Makkonen. It's there! In Manila, the Finns are flying. They've beaten Poland by 10 frames to 8. Congratulations to them, because they are the PartyPoker.net World Cup of Pool champions. And Mika Immonen is overjoyed. What a team!
Finland become only the 2nd European side to claim the honour, and for Mika Immonen, he walks away with the title on his 7th attempt.
As a team, we matured a lot from last year. Losing the first round last year and then coming here and winning is incredible.
The crowd is fantastic, fans are fantastic, but there is a lot of pressure, I think, and that was the point.
Before the tournament we would definitely take the 2nd place, but now after this final, you know, there's always like a pinch of disappointment.
It was crazy. The pressure was pretty intense, and we felt like we weren't getting so much rolls off the break. We struggled a little bit, you know, scratch a few times and or maybe twice, but we hung in there. We stayed in the game and we kept believing in ourselves and you know, waiting for the windows. And in the end, we had the window of opportunity, and we used it well. I made a tough 6 ball, and then Petri came with a really tough table length 7 ball, which he had to draw straight back. And we made the tough shots.
The PartyPoker.net World Cup of Pool heads to Finland for the first time ever.